Hi Year 2 and welcome to your final English lesson of the week. I'm going to share my screen now and we will get started. Okay, we're going to start off with a little mini starter this morning. Okay, we're going to have a little look at sorting out adverbs and adjectives because we've been looking at them both this week and we kind of just want to make sure that we know the difference between them and that we can know which ones are adverbs and which ones are adjectives. To start with, an adverb obviously describes how something is being done. It describes the verb, describes how something how someone is doing something, or it can describe the time something takes and things like that. And an adjective describes an object, it describes a noun, it describes a thing. So have a little read through these words and decide if they are an adverb or an adjective, if they're describing a noun, a thing, an object, or they're describing how something moves, okay? So adverb, how something moves, how something is done. Adjective, describing an object. Off you go. Pause the screen now. Okay, fantastic. Well done. So first one, slowly, is going to go into here. It's going to go into adjective because, adverb, sorry, because slowly describes how we do something. Okay, so slowly is an adverb. It's going to go over here. Slowly, the tortoise walked down the road. Next one, badly, is also going to go in here. Miss Drews drew the chicken badly. She drew something badly, okay? So badly is going to go in this adverb over here. It's not doing it in a very good way. Next one, quickly, is going to go in here, quickly. So I walked down the road quickly to get my bus. New, I'm going to put new over here in adjective because new describes something. I got a new bike for my birthday. Long, again, is going to go in adjective. There was a long snake in the grass. Last, now last is actually an unusual one because it's actually going to go in adverb because it describes when we do something. So last, I picked up the washing to put upstairs. Okay, good is going to go over here in adjective. Ooh, too big. Is going to go in adjective. So is great. But like last, first is going to go over here. And honestly is going to go over here. So that means you're not lying, you're telling the truth, you're saying it in an honest way, in a truthful way. And politely is going to go over here as well. So being very kind and very well mannered is politely is going to go there. Okay, well done. If you got this right, fantastic. And you can always use, to extend your challenge today, use one of these words in a sentence as well. Okay, today is our final lesson of the week. And it's our final lesson of this unit. On Monday, you're going to be starting a brand new unit of work. So to start with today, our learning objective is to write for a purpose, to write for a reason. You're going to see if you can use full sentences, include all of your key writing features, which we're talking about in a minute, and you're going to see if you can go back over your work and edit it. So using your plan, using your ideas for innovation that you have come up with this week, you're going to write your brand new story of walking through. Now, I've read some really good ones. I've read walking through the zoo. I've read about going to visit a sister. I've read about going and seeing a little boar in the woods or whatever. So whatever you're deciding to do with your story today, and some of you have changed more features than you needed to, that's really brilliant. But we're going to be today really looking at including all of these features. And after each beginning, middle and end, you can check these features. Now, I'm going to do my version, my innovation for the beginning and for the middle and for the end. But you can do your own, okay? So after each bit, just have a pause so you're not having to write and write and write and write and write, and then do your writing after I've done the beginning. Then re-watch me do my middle, have a go at writing, then re-watch me do my end. But at the end of each bit, you can check as well of how many of these have you included. And then next time you use the next in the next one. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to talk and I'm going to be writing a lot. So watch me and watch my thought process and how I think about different things as I write. So here we go. Early one morning, my mother said, go and get some chocolate muffins from my auntie's house. Right, so here I've got some speech. So I need to change this around a bit so I can make it sense. So early one morning, as I was getting ready for the day, go onto a new line, go and get some chocolate muffins from your auntie's house. I need to make it so I can do a new line for speech. So go. I'm going to change this bit. I'm going to put it underneath here. So early one when I was getting ready for the day, I heard a noise. I heard someone shouting my name. Go and get some chocolate muffins from your auntie's house, called my mother. Okay. Do you see how I've gone on for a new line for speech? So I put on my dark red jacket and my cozy gloves and headed off through the deepest, darkest forest. Now I'm going to add some of my own ideas away from the text. I got a little scared in the forest, so I walked quickly and quietly so none of the wild animals would hear me. Okay. First, I met a sweet brown deer who was sleeping in the sunny, next to the sunny pond. Now, new lines, I'm going to have speech. Where are you going to? She called rudely. I'm off to my auntie's. New line for news person speaking. To get my chocolate muffins, I replied. Okay, she said, reluctantly. Reluctantly means she didn't really want to say okay, but she did anyway. Full stop. Okay, there's my beginning. Okay, I'm now going to have a little look at my checklist. So I used subordinating conjunctions. Let's see if I did. I got a little scared in the forest. So, and. Okay, so I've got that one. I can give myself a tick. Well done, Miss Drews. Inverted commas, I did around my speech. Noun phrase, let me see. Deepest, darkest forest, dark red jacket. Yep. Adverbs, yep, I used quickly, rudely, and I think I used reluctantly as well. So I've used some adverbs. Adjectives I definitely have, and I've used my punctuation. So far, I'm doing pretty well. Let's see if I can do the same with my middle. But before I do my middle, you pause the video and write your beginning. Off you go. Okay, now I'm going to write the beginning of my story where I'm going to meet the next two characters in my story. Okay. Next, as I walked on down the pathway, I saw a green speckled frog who was sitting, oh, double my consonant, on a green leaf. Now I'm going to do a new line because I'm going to do speech. Who are you? Oh, needs a new line. It's a character speaking. Who are you? Croaked. I'm using my knowledge of what sounds frogs make. Croaked the frog happily. I'm just a little girl. Trying to go. And I'm trying to go. Use that conjunction. I'm trying to go to my auntie's house. Remember that apostrophe? Do you have to go left or right? The frog said. I went left into a beautiful meadow full of lovely smelling flowers. Then I met a fluffy white rabbit creeping out of his burrow. What are you doing here? New line, remember? He asked politely. I'm off to get some chocolate muffins, I said back. Right you are, he said. Okay, so now I've finished my middle bit. I've met my other two characters, they've let me get past, I've explained what I'm doing, I've used my speech really, really well. Okay, so now I want you to have a look on the next page. Let's see what I have done. So I've used subordinating conjunctions. Yep, I've got or, I've got and. I've used my inverted commas. I've got my noun phrases. Green speckled frog. Adverbs, yep, I used politely. Adjectives, agree, and I've got my punctuation. Again, I've got everything I need in my text. It's really easy to do it because we've been planning it for so long. It's really easy to make our stories. Right. Final bit. If you haven't done your middle though, pause now and have a go at writing the middle part of your story. Okay, right, let's get on with our ending. Okay, so I'm gonna get my pen and we can get started. So, at last, I came to a familiar cottage. It had a big brown door and pretty roses in the garden. Suddenly, I saw my sweet, kind auntie, and she was carrying the tray of chocolate muffins. Here you go. It's a new line from your speech. Here you go. Here are some muffins. I'm sorry, but they are a bit burnt. She said sweetly. Sweetly. Thank you so much, I replied. I took them all the way home and had one with a large cup of tea. The end. Well done. So let me have a look at my last step to success to see if I got everything. So yeah, I got subordinate conjunctions, definitely. Inverted commas, noun phrases, yeah. Adverbs, I had sweetly. Adjectives, yes. Punctuation, yes. So everything I've included. So today I want to see you at the end of your story, read back over it, edit it if you need to, and if you haven't included any of these things, to add them in and check them. Well done. Thank you for your hard work over this unit of writing, and we'll be starting a new genre and a new text on Monday. I look forward to reading them. Send them over. Bye for now.